Everyone, sorry for the delay. Thank you all for being here. I'm very excited to be here and I hope all of you are too. Today I want to begin with a brief introduction on Elon Musk. Elon Musk was born in 1971 in Pretoria, South Africa. He had a very rough childhood which included a lot of bullying in school, but he loved technology. In 1995, after he graduated from the University of Pennsylvania, he founded Zip2, which was a Yellow Pages, but online. Later on, he founded X.com, which was like an online bank. In 2000, X.com merged with Confinity, which was his lead competitor at the time. They became what's known as PayPal. In 2002, he founded SpaceX with a lot of the money that he got when eBay acquired PayPal in 2002. And in 2004, he invested a lot of money into an electric car company, which I'm sure as you now can guess is Tesla. So today I want to answer 3 questions before I leave. And the first of which is, why did I spend time talking about Elon Musk? You may be wondering to yourself, Elon Musk is a pretty famous person, so maybe you already know about him, or this is something that you could Google or watch on YouTube. So why did I spend so much time talking about him? Well, the simple reason is because Elon Musk dared to be different. See, today's theme of this conference is to dare to be different. So I want to use my presentation time to encourage all of you in the audience to dare to be different in your own lives. So how did Elon Musk dare to be different? The first reason is he took risks. At age 24 years old, he spent $15,000 on an idea. So let's take a step back and really think about what this means. At age 24, Elon Musk was a recent graduate, he was young, and he didn't have a lot of money. And this thing that he's spending $15,000 on is an idea. The fact that it's an idea tells us that this had no guarantee of a return. So this is an investment that he could have very easily lost $15,000 on. Or he could have made $50,000. It was a very high risk investment. We see this example of high risk investments throughout his career when he invested a lot of money into SpaceX and into Tesla. None of them were for sure money makers, but he still did it anyway. Most people, when put in the same position as him, decide that, you know what, let me take the safe and comfortable route. They say, let me get a well-paying job where I'm assured that I'll be receiving a salary. Maybe I'll rise in the job as time goes on. But the problem with that is that when you don't do something that's high risk, sometimes there's never high return. See, Elon Musk did something different from what a lot of people were doing, and that's why his success was different from a lot of people. The second thing that he did was he thought outside of the box. See, when everyone in the world was thinking about the traditional way of spending money and the traditional way of going to the bank, making transactions, he thought to himself, what if I switch everything to the digital world? And that's how he created X.com. When everyone else was thinking about gas-powered vehicles, how can we improve upon the gas-powered vehicles? He was thinking, what if we switch that entirely and switch the power source completely to electricity? You see, he's always had this outside-of-the-box thinking, and it's always set him apart from everyone else. And that's what led to his success today. The last way that he dared to be different, and frankly, I believe this is the most important way, is that he didn't take no for an answer. You see, Elon Musk, this was not an easy path that he went through to reach his success right now. There's a famous 60 Minutes interview where the journalist talked about his failures pertaining specifically to SpaceX. And Elon Musk, even visibly, like you could tell that he was very upset. The journalist even mentioned how a lot of people that he looked up to were speaking against his work. Elon Musk responded that he never gives up. And that's the mentality that's actually evident in his career. SpaceX did experience a lot of crashes and explosions and failures. There were a lot of setbacks in his career. Tesla was not always as popular as it is now. But what happened was he decided that, you know what, there are setbacks, there are challenges, but I'm going to keep going. And see, that's why I say that this is so important, is because you can take the risks, you can think outside the box, but if you say no when the first challenge comes up, everything ends there. A lot of people say no, and that's why they have ideas, they have things that could have made a lot of money, but everything stops there because they said no. Elon Musk did something different, and that's why he's so successful right now. So the last question I want to answer for you all today is, how did he benefit from daring to be different? The first and most obvious way he benefited was money. Elon Musk is one of the richest people in the world with a net worth of over $200 billion. He once was the richest man in the world. Now, all of that money came from the various companies and investments that he made. And the reason why those companies and investments made money is because they were different. They weren't the same old business that everyone keeps seeing. He wasn't doing the same old things. He was bringing something new to the world, and that's why they were so successful. Secondly, he amassed a lot of fame. Elon Musk is one of the most famous people in the world, and and the fact that he's so famous is probably why a lot of you probably know a lot about him even before I came to the stage. All of the fame came because he was so different from everyone. He did things that were different. He brought a difference to the world. The last thing that he benefited is something that people don't always think about. When people do something amazing, when people do something that they think will make them a lot of money, they always think about, oh, I'm going to be wealthy and I'm going to be famous. Those are the two things that everyone thinks about. But what about when you're not here? People don't think a lot about legacy. See, Elon Musk now, because of all the difference he made in the world and all the different things he did in the world, now when he's no longer in the world, everyone remembers him. Elon Musk, even if after he dies, will still be remembered as the guy that made electric cars so popular. Electric cars are bound to grow from where they are right now. But the thing is, as they grow, people will still remember in the textbooks, online, in people's minds, they'll still remember that it was Elon Musk that decided to make electric cars the new thing. So, I hope with my presentation, I've encouraged all of you to, say it with me, dare to be different. Thank you.